Hey, how's it going? It's me, Chris. It's live stream time. I'm gonna draw some names again, like I almost always do. That said, it's not always names. I'm gonna be doing another live stream with my pal Josh Lafayette soon because we decided the only way we are going to get the second edition of our fake ad series done is if we do them during live streams. During the all-day live stream for 100,000 subscribers, we did one for the corn cob holders for donuts, and then we did one before that a long time ago, like a year ago, for wigs for bald eagles. These are pretty solid fake ads, if I do say so myself. I think my mic is peaking a little bit, or it could have just been my was too loud, but I think sound levels are okay now. Hi, everyone. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I pinned a comment with the rules that we follow here. But just to reiterate, when I draw names live, I try to keep things fair by starting at the top of the chat from when I go live. So not the ones that happen before the live stream. Because I like to try to engage with the people who are here at the time. And someone could comment when I first schedule this. So that's how we keep things fair. And then there is the ability to jump the line with a super chat of $20 and up if you just absolutely need to have your name drawn and you are not in the run-up. Try to do as many as I can. Sometimes they go faster, sometimes they go slower. This is all part of the live stream. Couple quick shout outs. One being my official Piascikos on Patreon. You are all heroes. I love you all dearly. There's a few more to add on that have been added since I made this graphic, which I will shout out when I switch over to my iPad screen. But all of my Piasciko official members and above get their names drawn and included in all the videos I make while they are active members. If you are interested in becoming a Piasciko or just want to be down with the Piascikness, follow the link to the Patreon. We got stuff going on over there. We have a PS sticker club where you get a new sticker mailed to you every month. I sent out the first batch of stickers yesterday, so if you're in that club, keep an eye out in the next couple days for an envelope. Since it was the first one, and it was a little late because we just launched the Patreon, I put some extra stickers in there to make up for it. So there's that. Also, the PS Sticker Club has a monthly hangout where we have a video chat with all the members in that club and do some live drawing, maybe review some work. It's all about what you want. The first one is in a couple weeks. It's already scheduled. What else? You can use the promo code LIVE to get a discount in my shop. And we have a pre-order up for my new shirt, which is not that graphic, and I didn't fix it. This happened to me last time. I'm going to quit YouTubing because of it. Anyway, it looks like this, but imagine if it wasn't white or yellow and it was just the nicest little light pink. But it says care about other people. These are printed on comfort colors, just the best quality shirts you can get. They just fit so well. They don't fit stupid. They're not skinny, they're not boxy, they're just right. And they're a good weight. They're not like annoying heavy, but they're not that like weird thin material where the neck gets all sloppy and you're like, this shirt is stupid. They're great shirts. They're being screen printed in a limited edition of 70, I believe. So there's not a ton of them. They will be shipping, I'm hoping next week, but sizes are limited and we've already sold a bunch of them. So if you want to get one, I would jump on the pre-order. Use the promo code LIVE. Get a little discount, if you will. And while you're there, maybe you can... No, that doesn't work. All right, I'm going to switch over to my iPad. I got a Notion document over here that has the names from the list and also some semi-curated questions. Matt in the chat is helping, as always. He's a real behind-the-scenes hero over here. Because I'm looking at my iPad, I'm drawing names, and I can't read all of the comments because they're just moving all the time. So please don't feel like I'm ignoring your question if I don't see it. And if you have a really important question and it doesn't seem to be getting answered, shout at Matt. He's got a little blue wrench next to his name, just like our other hero channel moderators, Skippy McHaggis, Diana Lisa, Jenna Hess. The good Chad, if he's here, I'm not sure. But shout out Matt if you have a question answered. I'm not trying to be rude. I gotta draw names. I can't be looking at the chat the whole time, or I'm not gonna be able to do any names. What was that move? What was that dance move I just did? Oh, here's my iPad screen, and I just want to quickly shout out the newest additions on Patreon. These are the newest official Piascikos that weren't added to the other graphic yet, so they'll be in the graphic soon, but here they are. Thanks, Joel. Thanks, Yo, it's Joe. Thanks, Gary Pyle, OG from, used to be a YouTube member. Trent Langley, also OG from YouTube. And Tori, thank you so much. Couldn't do it without you. All right, first up on the list, I have ads on this. Oh, whoops. Apparently my thing is monetized accidentally. Usually I turn off the monetization on the video so it doesn't run ads. Yeah, Matt, if you could turn that off, that would be lovely. I apologize for that. I usually turn off it so I'm not earning ad revenue on my live stream. So, if you want to order something from the shop or do a super chat to just, let me know how much you love and appreciate me. All right. First name is Alexa Gray. Thanks, Alexa Gray. If an ad interrupted me, I am sorry. I'm surprised it was being that aggressive to just cut in at the very beginning. Alexa Gray. Okay. AY. We got to get started. Diana Lisa, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. All right, let me turn on some background music. And let's smash my thumbs. Alexa Gray, what are we gonna do here? Let's just start playing around. Maybe we could do some little fancy scripting and like have the crossbar on the A loop in, and then we come down here, get this X action happening. Maybe we can pull this, do something fancy with the X's, with the X, not the X's, but with the X legs or something. I don't know. We'll see. We're keeping it loose, keeping it messy at the beginning because we're experimenting. We're figuring it out. We're seeing what's happening. We don't know where this is going to go. Gotta figure out. Oh, maybe we can connect that somehow. Let's if this is your first time seeing me do this, I am super messy as I'm sketching, and I believe with all of my heart that that is important because I'm not trying to do like good drawn lettering yet. I'm trying to figure out how it's gonna work, and to do that I need to like iterate quickly and messy and like play around. And if I'm like too focused on like trying to just make the letter forms perfect, or even when I'm drawing anything, then I'm not going to get the best possible idea because I'm going to be too caught up trying to make the letters themselves look good. And then we wouldn't get this like playful situation that is coming together. So stay loose, stay messy. Let's make this bigger. Let's tighten it up a little bit. Thank you, Matt, for turning off the ads. Okay. I'm not, well, you know what? We're gonna tighten this up. I'm gonna go to my classic inker from my Retro Supply Co. set. Do you know I have a super illustration jumble at retrosupplyco.com that has all of the brushes that I use, tons of textures, color guides, lettering support document, all kinds of fun stuff. So when I'm doing lettering like this, where pieces sort of interact and fit together, I don't start at the beginning. I start with the areas that are going to dictate where everything else goes. So like fitting this R underneath here, and then kind of tucking this A up a little bit. Can we make it? Pretty close. Got a little bump there, but we can just use the brush as an eraser, clean that up. All right, we're getting there. Script as the first thing that I'm drawing is bold for me because it, requires being smooth, and I just got done drinking a bunch of coffee. And I'm not happy about that G. I think I'm gonna do the G on a new layer to sort of figure out a better G. I think this one doesn't look G enough. I don't love that either. Let's see. See, this one I think would be okay if I was going to add in some extra line thickness, but I kind of like it all being mono-weight, so we're gonna bail on that, and we're going to just finish the other letters, and then we'll come back, and at that point, I'm going to believe in myself, and a good G will happen. I don't love that. Okay. I like the cross, I like this to connect to where it joins the letter from before. I feel like it just looks more flowing. But I didn't, if it was too vertical before, but I think that's okay. Okay, let's look at the chat for a second. Kath Atkins, you said you've never caught a live stream before. You're a big fan from the UK and only a few weeks to owning an iPad. So you've been binging my videos. That's awesome. Enjoy the new iPad. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate that. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? Instead of being stressed out about all the fitting that in, I'm just gonna come down here and draw some like G option. Maybe we'll do like, oh no, that, wait, could we? Oh yeah, okay, I think that'll work. We just need to do it nicer. I also like that it is, what's the word I'm trying to think? It sort of mirrors what's happening with the Y. Like that loop is the same. That it's a repetition, if you will. Okay, let's merge that down. Let's delete that, delete that. I think this is good. This looks good, but because it's so like thin, I want to give it a little bit more oomph. So I'm gonna knock it out of a shape, which I do this kind of often. And I gotta say, it's stupid, but in my head, I have the words of a little bit of a heckler troll from last time being like, you just do the same thing over and over again. Because they were mad that I was ignoring their question accidentally. Oh, that's not the right. Oh, wait, it's okay. So, yeah. I do similar things often, but what the hell? I'm doing it live on the fly. So stop trying to be a hater. Okay, so I'm going to load that as a selection and then erase it from here. Cool. I like that. I hope you like it too, Alexa. That was a fun one to start the day. Hazelin said, you joined Skillshare recently and followed your class. Thank you so much. I have a few classes on Skillshare. My most recent one is about like getting started with hand lettering and doing lettering based illustration. So if you're interested in that, check my link below because you can get a 1 month free trial of Skillshare. All right, we got some super chats jumping the line over here. First up is Luke James. Luke and then James. Okay. What are we gonna do for this one? Maybe we'll do something like shape based, like maybe some flowy lines. This is like a short name. Maybe start with something like that as a shape. And then we could like, maybe we could do some like a script L, but like a bubbly one, like a chonky script. Mega chonkage. Maybe something like that. I think maybe that L might need to get a little bit smaller, but again, you got to keep it super rough at the beginning. We're figuring it out. Problematic. Jump in the line with a super chat. Thank you so much, Problematic. All right, let's see what we can do with James. You know what? Maybe we won't do script for James. Maybe we will. It's really windy and the lights just flickered a bit here. Hopefully we don't lose power. That would suck. Okay. Maybe we'll do some like just bold, blocky letters for James. Like also chonky, but not script. And then maybe we'll do like a 3D thing on that. And then like a little outline shape. And we could go boo boo boo. Something like that I think will be fun. Let's tighten it up. Nas, you said, hi, you are from the Philippines. That's so rad. Thanks for tuning in from so far away. Love it. Patrick Putman, welcome back. You said you've been having a bit of difficulty with shading on your drawings. Any recommendation on how to shade properly? Well, I would say that if you're talking about like realistic shading, I'm the wrong person to ask. I do very flat color illustration. My illustration style is very like graphic, if you will. But I do simple shading with flat colors. I'll often just grab like a purple and I will I'll do a layer on top of my drawing and set it to multiply and then draw over it, and then that light purple does a nice shadow tone over the whole thing. But if you're talking about like realistic shading and stuff like that, that's not my jam. If you are someone who's like comfortable doing it, that's not the right brush, traditionally, and you're just having a hard time adapting to doing it digitally, I think that's when I would make sure the brushes that you're using is like working the way it would work for you traditionally. So I think that just might be some experimentation. When I first switched to doing my line work digitally, it took a bit for me to find a brush that worked the way I wanted it to, because I didn't really know what I needed I didn't really understand what the settings were. And then I just sort of experimented until I found something that worked, and I was like, oh, this is great. So maybe that's helpful. Maybe it's not. So I decided to use my vector brush presets for this one, so I could do some vector trimming for where these overlap, so I can get some nice sharp points and just like kind of draw through some of these curves without needing to like be careful about where I stop, because that allows me to get smoother lines. So I just, especially with curves, because it's so much easier to like have a smoother line when you can just keep the momentum and flow through it. And then you just double tap the modifier, well, triple tap for vector trimming. Just one double tap action gets you the eraser. Sometimes you get little extra pieces if you're using something like my Gritty Vector brush presets, because there's like extra texture. Skippy, you said those comfort color shirts really are the bomb. I'm glad you agree, because I'm very picky with my shirts, and I don't know. And also, like, I've done 3 shirt runs since I started my like new shop, and I used to do shirts a lot, and I stopped because, shirts are hard, and like they're expensive to like get a bunch of shirts made, and you never know if people are gonna like the design, and then like on-demand printing just made it so much easier. But I missed the control I had with, screen printed shirts, and there's just not, you can't beat the quality. Like, on demand is decent, but it's nowhere near like a nice printed shirt with like nice discharge print or something. So, that's, what was I talking about? Okay, let's but yeah, when I was deciding to do shirts, I think I remember my point. I was like getting estimates from the printers, and like the comfort color shirts really jacked up the price. But I was like, yeah, but I know I'm going to be happy with them, and I'd rather use a shirt that I can like stand behind and not be like, yeah, that shirt might shrink, or it's going to be inconsistent, or the fit is dumb. So I decided to do it. Chaser or Chasser Animations, you said, hi, one question. Do you use iOS ecosystem to send iPad images to the computer? Yes, and it really depends. If I'm just sending like the image regularly, yes, but one other way that I work, because I use because I work on a Mac as well. Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter that it's a Mac. With your Fresco files, like they just are saved with your other Creative Cloud stuff. So, they're just there. So if I go to my computer and I open up Photoshop, this file would be there. So I could like edit it and do whatever, and then come right back to my iPad and it would be all there ready to go. But sometimes if I need to send something to a client, I'll just export the file directly from here if it's just a flat image or a PDF. Or if it's like an animated thing, I'll just export the animation directly from Fresco. I don't know if I answered your question. Zombie Corpse, you said you're off to work. I hope you have a great day and good weekend. Thank you so much. I hope you do too. Hope your work day goes well. Happy Friday if you celebrate that kind of thing. All right. Trim that stuff. Clean lines. Missed one. Okay. So let's do this, the 3D part. I gotta take this ridiculous song off this playlist. I say that every single live stream and then I forget afterwards because I'm borderline brain dead after my stream. Problematic. You said you bought all the stuff off your website and Retro Supply, and I think you're awesome. Keep up the news. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. That is rad. You're a real hero, and your name is coming up. I see it on the list, and that's problematic. Your name, not the fact that I have to draw it. I don't even know where this song came from. So I used Epidemic Sound for my like royalty-free music to use. Well, I guess it's not royalty because I have to pay for it, but that's what I use for my videos. So that's where the music comes from. People ask about the music sometimes, and it's that stuff. I try to find stuff, but it's hard because I don't know what it is, and I have to just like search by vibe or mood or whatever, or genre, and that's vague. Looks like we missed a little. So next week, I'm going to be painting a giant mural in a gallery, and I'm a little nervous about it. Because I haven't done a ton of murals. I've done a lot of... the ones I've done have been huge. Like I did one that was like 36 feet wide, and it was like outdoor in the blazing sun in Boston. And that sucked. But this one will be, you know, much better environment because it'll be indoors in a gallery. But it's still less easy than drawing on an iPad, I gotta say. All right, Luke James. I don't know, that little nub stuck out to me. Okay. Delete. Delete. Who's next? Another super chat. Stephen Klein. What? Are you wanting me to do the at I am Stephen Klein, Klein or Stephen Klein? Let me know and I will come back and do that one next because I'm confused about the note. The next one is also a super chat. Shout out Problematic. Let me just write that down, and really it's going to be hard for me to not accidentally spell this wrong as I'm drawing because problem is spelled with an AM. Like a problem at tick. Okay. I start like writing the letters, and I don't know. If you also have ADHD, you can maybe relate that you forget, like you lose track in just one word. So that's why it takes me some time sometimes. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one, so I'm going to just freestyle. Maybe do some, I don't know, something problematic. Maybe the blam aspect. Maybe we can break it up into 2 lines and have like the L make the top of the T or something. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but we're gonna just lower the opacity and see if we can see if there's something in here that we can make into something fun. So maybe it's like making these more angular shapes or something. I don't know. Who knows? There's only one way to find out. I don't like that little bend thing on the R. I think that looked kind of dumb. Trying to do something a little problematic here. That P is a little large. I don't like that. But we can try to do something better now. So start with the areas that are giving me trouble. The P is the first problem area. Aaron McLaughlin, you said, are there any letters you feel most never look good when you draw them? The capital I. Yeah, I hate capital I's for sure. That might be my least favorite. What else is there? Capital I. Z's I don't love. Yeah, I would say capital I's suck. Definitely don't love a Z. Not crazy about a J. Okay. I think this is going to be cool. Let's delete that. Sylvie Hart, you said made it for the live. You missed the last two. Sick kid. Oh boy. Yeah, I know how that goes. I feel like my kid got like every single thing that you could possibly get from daycare. And it was like right after the holidays. Like we had holidays and then we went on a vacation. And then he got sick like 2 weeks in a row, and it was just like, I don't know. It felt like 6 years of not being able to get work done, and I have not recovered. When I'm still figuring things out, I like to just come back in and like fill things in so I get a feel for the letters in case I need to adjust the way I'm drawing them for the rest of them. Will, you said lights flickering. When Canada turns off the power, there won't be any flickering. Oh, boy. Yeah. Boy, howdy. We're a hot mess. If you don't know or missed the update, I just finished a video for Envato where I made drawings of some of their pets and like use different ways of stylization. It's now up on the Envato channel. I think it's linked on my channel's homepage if you want to check it out. Video took me forever to make for some reason, but it's a fun one, so check it out and leave a comment over there so they know that you watched it, and then they hire me to make more videos, because that's a fun thing to do, and I get paid, and that's a good thing for me. If you did see it, what did you think? Did you like it? Something about this A is problematic. I think it's like making a lot of empty space. You know what might be cool for this one? A little bit of extra texture. Let's, wait, what did I do? Oops. You know what? I'm sick of this blue. Okay, I'm gonna go into my textures from my retro Splico set and grab this big grit and just add in a little extra like that. And then I'm gonna use, there's an alt version, or that was the alt. I'm gonna use the regular one. And I'm going to use this one as an eraser to just kind of break up. That's a little big. Just kind of add a little bit of texture inside. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I hope you like it and it's not too problematic. Back to my sketchy pencil. Sarah, you said Boxer Cat was your favorite. Great facial expressions. Thank you so much. Glad you liked it. Diana Lisa, you liked Hamlet, aka Ham Baby, aka Little Baby, aka Fluffington Bum. Skippy, you said that you asked about the silver play button. Yes, it is in the mail. I think it actually. I think it's supposed to come tomorrow. Next up is Stephen Klein. Thank you for clarifying what you wanted me to draw. What do we do? Maybe we will do something using my lettering shapes pack, which is available in my shop if you're interested. You use the promo code LIVE. It's a whole bunch of different lettering shapes that you can use, and starting of lettering samples to do some fun stuff. Let's see what. Oh, maybe we can do something with this this top corner thing and just use those top two things. Let's load it as a selection, and then I'm going to use a light blue so I can see it, but it's not distracting. That's a little bold. Okay. So now what I'll do is write in the letters kind of simply. It doesn't match up exactly, but you can just use the lines as like a sort of like a guide for the angles. They're not necessarily made to just specifically put letters in, but they're just like a visual helper. So maybe we could do some sort of like bold letters that fill the whole shape. Still just sort of figuring things out at this point, so I don't know exactly what I want to do, but it's looking pretty cool. I think it'll at least get us somewhere where we can make something fun. Maybe we could do some sort of like a K that maybe we can put the L and the I together like this. Get a little cramped up. But now I can use this as like a new starting point and see if I can make this a little bit more interesting or a little bit more fun. Fien Phoenix, or Fine Phoenix, you said, you may have answered this, but what's your opinion on programs like Krita or CSP? Have you worked with them? Krita, I don't have experience with. CSP, Clip Studio Pro, I hear is like a great app, but I only used it like when I was trying to test out this Android-based drawing tablet, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and it was a little it was very confusing to me, but like I didn't have experience. I think it's a powerful app. I just I don't know how to use it. I know that there are people who who use it professionally, so I mean it's a solid app. It felt like it was very like bloated interface. There was like so much stuff, and I guess you can simplify things and you can probably control it a lot, but for someone who didn't have a lot of experience with it, it was a lot to deal with. But I do know I made people angry in the comments of that video, in the review of that tablet, because I didn't really know the software very well, and I talked about how I preferred the iPad OS, and that's upsetting for people. I also I'm not someone who plays around with different apps. I sort of use what works best for me at the time, and I don't feel the need to dabble too much. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to tighten this up is I'm gonna kick the whole thing over a little bit. I'm gonna do some 3D stuff with this, I think. But to make it more consistent and structured, I'm gonna use the vector brushes. Maybe I'll do this one clean. I'll use my crispy vector. I'll use the monoliner to keep it all one weight. So what I'm gonna do is just draw this like full line, and then we can kind of cut the letters out of that shape using the trimming. Hopefully I didn't go too heavy with this line weight. I think it'll be okay. Wondering if, because I did that like curve on the T, maybe that could be fun with the other letters. That's too low. I think I need to trim this other stuff out so I can see what I'm looking at and if I like it. Capones, you said you just bought Sketchboard Pro because of you. It's a good addition to your drawing setup. Can't draw with that anymore. Yeah, I would be so bummed without my Sketchboard Pro. It makes it so much more comfortable. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It's like a subtle little tie-in to the T. Maybe we could do a little bit of a similar thing with that. I think we need to go more. That V might be tricky. We're gonna have to figure that one out. Okay. Mike M, you said the green background is new. Is that to help with eye strain? Yeah, I guess. I had it blue before because I put I had showed the new patrons. Wow, names drawn, and I had it on blue background because some of them were white, and then I just left it for a while, and I was thinking, oh wait, blue is not the color that you're supposed to have for your eyes, so I changed it to yellow. I don't know, but yes, maybe it's to help with my eyes. Whoops. So if you try to cross out one line with the same line, it doesn't work, but we didn't need to cross out that part because I'm gonna do like a 3D thing. Okay, I think I'm going to match this angle closer to the bottom of the angle on Steven. Sorry for the quiet on the set. I was concentrating. Okay, Zach Roush, you said, is it hard for you to switch from art mode to dad mode? Is there anything you do to shut down one and start the other? Yeah, absolutely. Everything is hard for me. Transitions are hard. It's like a struggle for me to, stop working at the end of the day and like go pick up my kid, and then, knowing, especially when I'm like really busy and like I have things I'm thinking about and I gotta try to just be present. So, I'm getting better at it for sure, but it can be tricky for sure. I sort of just assume I'm not going to get anything accomplished on the weekends, so it's easier then. I want to change this. I think I want to do a more dramatic bottom of the K. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so what I want to do is make like a 3D situation. I'm going to fill these both in white so it's easier to see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to duplicate the Klein, and then on this one I'm going to fill it in black. Lazy Llama Drama, Eve, you said, love my brush pack, got it off Retrosplaco, they're my go-to. I'm so glad to hear. They're literally the only brushes that I use. That's why I like the side benefit of me making that brush pack was like actually getting organized and just like putting together all the brushes that I actually use. And it allowed me to get rid of everything that I wasn't using and just, that's everything is just so perfectly organized now, and it's because I had to do it to get that brush set together. So, yeah, I don't know what my point is. All right, let's move this down here. Okay, I like this. So merge that down, and now I'm just going to I think I'm gonna have to just like fix up some of these edges afterwards. That'll be easier than just trying to do it super precise now. Since I already got messy on some of those edges, I'm just doing it on all of them because I know I'm gonna have to clean it up. So that'll be easier. Come on. I thought I fixed that. Oh, I didn't close any of that. Okay. Let's just merge it all together. Definitely would have been easier to erase if I didn't merge it, but here we are. Still fine because it's like a long continuous shape. Skippy, you said, weird question. Would you want an iPad the size of a Sketchboard Pro, or do you want the bezel border? No, I would be down with a giant iPad. Well, yeah, actually, I would. I was like, there was rumors that they were gonna do a 16-inch iPad Pro, and I was hyped. But honestly, like I don't ever feel like the iPad screen is too small, because I think, because I work in Fresco, I think if I didn't work in Fresco, it would feel different. But Fresco is so, like, it was built for the iPad, so it's like so easy to, like, with gestures and the zooming, like, it's so intuitive that it never feels small. Like, it feels like I have more real estate on this thing than I do when I'm using like my 24-inch Cintiq. But yeah. I think this size iPad, the bezels make it feel bigger because I'm not resting my hand on the iPad as much. Hope you like your name, Stephen Klein. Next up is Aaron McLaughlin. Or McLaughlin, I don't know. When I was in, what grade was it? I want to say 7th grade. I had a teacher named Mrs. McLaughlin, and she always said, "Okay, wow, okay, okay." I can't believe that's still in my brain. I haven't thought about it probably since 8th grade. That's what she sounded like. This is a long name. I think maybe we'll do something long and structured for. You said I was right the first time. That takes into that assumes that I remember what I said the first time. No idea what I said. McLaughlin? Is that what I said? I think that's what I said. I'm thinking I might use a shape for the last name, and then do something more like freestyle to go with it for Aaron. Maybe we do something like this curve thing, and then have like Aaron on top of that. Could be kind of cool. I don't know. Let's see. I didn't mean to do that on the same layer. Before I do it, I'm gonna see if there's like an Aaron option on the top. That might be cool. Whoops. I feel like it needs to, I don't know, be more, well, what if, wait, what am I doing here with the circle thing? We had a circle in my shape tool. Let's get rid of that. Let's come back to the shapes thing. Should have just done this all at once. Okay. See if there's like a fun thing we can do with this. think that could be pretty cool. Let's we should carve it out of a shape to give it that real circle feeling. I think that could be cool. So I'm going to use the shape tool and get that sized up. Fill that in. And now I'm going to, on a new layer, I'm going to just like draw, I'm going to like carve out of it. Probably should have planned a little bit better, but I'm still staying hopeful that I can make it happen. I'm gonna go all the way up through the center point and then erase for the crossbar. And I'm trying to like use the roundness of the circle to kind of make it have a little bit of like a 3D-ish thing. Jenna, you said you finally have an iPad now and you've been using the symmetry tool and waiting to hear back about art school. Oh, awesome. That's super rad. Congratulations. All right, let's see. Okay, so first thing first, don't love it, but this is one of those situations where I like the structure that we're getting out of this. So I'm going to use it as like a sketch to like make some more fun treatment that's like follows the shape but not as tightly as this. So I'm gonna freaking wing it because I'm feeling confident. So I'm gonna do some like kind of flowy stuff like this, just sort of based on the shape but not following it so tightly and kind of leaning into the fun curve stuff that's happening. Definitely work in a very iterative way where I just sort of keep trying things and like building on top of it, and it helps me get to a point that I'm usually happy with. I don't always get there right off the bat, which oftentimes I don't. So it's like trying something leads me somewhere else that feels more in line with what I want. Because sometimes I don't know what I want, and I gotta just play around until I show myself what I want. I had to trick myself into doing it. So I think that's cool. I like that. Ron. Okay, let's delete that other. Oh wait, we don't want to delete that because we need the guide below that. Okay, I just want to give a little bit more space here. Okay, now let's bring this back. Whoops. So I want to do something with that structure still. So I'm just going to come down here and write the letters in here loosely. Let's see how much space it takes up. So when this happens and you run out of space, I'm just gonna do a little stretch action on one side and then a little stretch action on the other side. And now AJ McCracken, you said this might be just because you're dumb, but you got the lettering shapes pack thing and it's in my Adobe library, but can't figure out how to get it to show up in Fresco. Okay, when you go to the link and it opens up the web page that shows the shapes library, there should be a blue button at the top. Sometimes it says add to library, sometimes it says make a copy. You want to make sure you do that. If you did that and it's still not showing up, sometimes it can just be slow because Fresco has to like decide to check in with the cloud. So some ways that you can trick it is to restart Fresco, toggle your Wi-Fi on and off. Those things usually work. There's like the obvious, make sure that you're logged into your Adobe account in the browser and also in Fresco, like the same one. But sometimes they're just can be a little bit slow to update, which is annoying, but that's just the nature of updates in the cloud. Delete. Aaron, I hope you like it. I think we got time for one more. And next is David Cox. Let's see. Short ones are tricky sometimes. Maybe we can do something cool with this last name. What do we got here? Something happening? Are we getting a cool shape? Can we use symmetry to draw something like this? Let's see. Sorry for being quiet. I'm figuring stuff out. I feel like if we can do something to make this cool with the David part. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to merge that down. I wonder if we can make that X less crazy. I don't know. Let me just start drawing David and see where that takes us. You know, I'm thinking real hard when I get quiet, so sorry. I don't want to like stay this super tight to the structure, but I just want to like figure out a cool like overall shape like this, and then use that to like this is the starting point is what I mean, and then we use that to make it better. Because sometimes like I like the symmetry, but I don't want it like perfect symmetry. So I'm gonna use this to sort of like freestyle something cool, hopefully, with this as like a starting point. think we're getting somewhere. Mike M, you said the fish is perfect for today, first Friday, and didn't mean to do that. It's not a fish. It looks like a fish. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I don't want to make your logo a fish logo. All right. We're gonna lean into the overall shape situation and like make it more not shape thing, but like how the letters interact. Maybe. We would put an eyeball in here. How about that? You ever thought about an eyeball? Again, a little badass, a little metally here. I think. We're seeing what's happening. I'm still experimenting. Ed Sandwich. Cocks look like the symbol for a cult you join. What if it's like... I don't know what that is. That looks weird. I'm not doing that. Okay. Sometimes when you start doing like symmetrical shapes, you just accidentally start doing a metal logo. It's just part of what happens. Let's see what we got here. JKL42, you said that was a cool shape pattern. Looks like a Hawaiian tribal pattern. And Jamie Krilly, you said, glad to see your wobbly lines while drawing is normal. Yeah, of course. You got to lean into it too. Okay, let's real quick. I just want to try something with this. Let's load this as a selection, and then I'm going to grab a heavy texture. Actually, let's reload. Load last selection. I need a little bit more fill in there. Deselect that. But I want to load it once more, and then on a new layer, I'm going to do like a lighter one, like that, and then on this one we'll just shift it a little bit to get like a little bit of a offset bleed situation. And then on top of that, just a little bit of the big grit alt. One last thing. It's not centered in the composition, but I just actually I'm gonna, to be perfect for this, I'm gonna just choose one of the Rezo brushes. Oh, I think that's kind of fun. Hope you like it too. It was a fun way to end it. Cool. Good talk. New video on Tuesday. Live stream next Friday. Thank you all for tuning in, and it's been fun. Bye. Oops, I didn't finish. Bye.